I have for you today is called A Tale of Two Beasts, and it's by Fiona Robertson. There are two characters in this story. There's the girl and then this little creature here. I'm not sure what kind of animal he is, maybe a raccoon or some kind of creature who lives in the forest. All right, and it is in two different points of view. It's through the perspective, which is the way that this girl sees the story, and through the perspective, or the way that this creature sees the story happening. It's the exact same story, but the first part is the little girl telling the story, and the next part of the story is through the eyes of this creature telling the story. So you're gonna see the same story happening, but they are thinking two different things as it's happening. So I'm gonna stop when we get to the end of the first part, at the end of her story, and we'll talk about it a little bit. And then you'll see the second part of the story with this creature telling the story. All right, let's enjoy this silly story together. Here we go.
A Tale of Two Beasts by Fiona Robertson. Look at those footprints. It looks like one set belonged to the girl and one set might belong to that little beast. A Tale of Two Beasts. This is part 1, The Strange Beast. I was walking home from Grandma's house through the deep, dark woods when I spied a strange little beast. He was stuck up in a tree and whining sadly. So I decided to rescue him. I will call you Fang, I told him, and I wrapped him warmly up in my scarf and carried him safely home. I gave him a lovely bath and a gorgeous new hat and sweater and a delicious bowl of fresh nuts. I made him a beautiful house and gave him Lord Rex to play with. I took him out for lots of long walkies to keep him fit and healthy, and I showed him off to all my friends who loved him nearly as much as I did. Ooh, amazing, awesome, so cute. But for some strange reason, the little beast did not look very happy. In fact, he was looking rather hot. I hope he's not sick, I thought, and opened the window to cool him down. But then something terrible happened. He threw off his clothes, leapt out of the window. Fang! And ran away as fast as he could, back to the deep dark woods. I wanted to go and look for him, but Mama had other plans. Dinner time!
Blurg.
Bath time! Bedtime!
Grrr.
I couldn't sleep. I missed the little beast and wondered if I would ever see him again. But then a small furry shadow appeared at the foot of my bed. The strange little beast had returned. He seemed quite pleased to see me, and I began to think that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't that strange after all.
Okay, friends, so that was the first part of the story when the little girl captured Fang and did all those things with him. Why do you think he ran away in the first place? Do you think he was happy? And why do you think he came back? Do you think he wanted the hat that she gave him because it was a little chilly in the forest? I think so. So now we're going to read the next part of the story with this little creature's point of view. We're going to see what happened in his head, what he felt when he was going through this when the little girl captured him. So we'll see how he feels about it, okay? Here we go.
I wonder why he came back. A Tale of Two Beasts, Part 2, The Terrible Beast.
I was hanging from my favorite tree, singing happily to the birds when... Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la. Hey! I was ambushed by a terrible beast.
Grouf!
She growled at me and tied me up and carried me off to her secret lair. She made me disgustingly clean and dressed me up in a ridiculous hat and sweater and tried to make me eat squirrel food. She kept me in a tiny box with nothing for me to do and nowhere for me to hang from. She made me walk backwards and forwards and backwards again for no reason whatsoever. She showed me off to a herd of even wilder beasts who were just as terrible as she was. I had had enough. I made a cunning plan and put it straight into action. A plus B equals freedom. Free once more! Woohoo! I raced back to the deep dark woods before the terrible beast could catch me. It was peaceful in the deep dark woods. A bit too peaceful perhaps, and also a bit wet. In weather like this, one could do with a nice warm hat. I snuck back to retrieve it under cover of darkness. The terrible beast was waiting for me. She seemed quite pleased to see me, and I began to think that maybe, just maybe, she wasn't that terrible after all.
Okay, now that we're finished seeing both sides of the story, isn't it funny to see the same story happening, but two different versions? How she felt when everything was happening and how he felt when everything was happening. That's called perspective, okay? It's how you see things happening. Even though someone else might see something a little different, you see it one way and someone else might see it a different way. All right, I hope you enjoyed reading this book with me, and I hope you remember that sometimes things look different to other people than how it looks to you. All right, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.